Okay, what is going on? Today is what? Tuesday? Damn. So what's up, Shakim Rod Golden? How you doing? What's up, Miami Popo? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Um, so let's talk about it. I don't know how long this live gonna be, but we're just gonna talk about a couple things. For my stock market people, the CPI came in today and it came in a little bit cooler than expected. What's up? How you doing, Philly T? Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support. Tanya McNeil, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. Daniel Spencer. Danielle Spencer. So I don't know who that is. Was that a writer? Um, no offense. I don't know who that is. I may know their face, but probably not their name. So for my stock market people, CPI consumer price index came in cooler than expected. People were expected to come in hot. Obviously, with the finagling of the numbers, I was somewhat suspect. Um, but from what's happening, what do you mean from what's happening? Oh, from what's happening. Oh, child, I thought you were passed away from what's happening on the YouTube stream. That's what I thought you would say. Okay, I got you. Well, rest in peace to Danielle Spencer. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So going back to the CPI, I thought it was going to come in a little bit stronger than it did, but it didn't. Um, but I think it's still going to come in because Trump with his tariffs, they're finally getting moving in motion, which is going to make life a lot harder for Americans. You go to the grocery store, shit, like things are sky high. You can barely find anything under $1, including things that we normally would get, like candy, potato chips, uh, for like Coke. What is it, a bottle of Coke? Not bottle, but you know what I mean. That small little bottle, 20 ounce, at least 219. So it's crazy. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get into it. So the title is Limit. I'm not your Dada. Sorry, you chose the wrong character. And Tim Blaine, watch yourself. So in case you didn't know, we had a live last night. So about 3 hours long. Lemon decides to hit the panel and he starts to go off and be disrespectful and stuff like that. But he expressed sentiment that, oh, you thought I was fair, you didn't have my support, da 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 da. And I think he wanted for me to validate him. And that's what I said, I'm not a Dada. I'm not going to validate you. I only validate things that are worth validating. You chose the wrong character, right? I don't like I don't I think a lot of people you are what? You are I don't know if you can say that. But I'm not your dada. And I only validate things that are worth validating. How am I validate something that's not battle tested? You chose the wrong character, Lemon. That shit that you said, I guess you thought that you chose the character that the people that you would correspond with behind the scenes and say, oh yeah, I like how you cursed that. And then you set up there and took that on as your whole persona. Lemon, your character is not marketable. How far can that character go of cursing out people? Now, I will admit you do at times have a likable demeanor, but that's overshadowed by the nastiness and the vile words that you speak. And I'm surprised at 3, 4, 5 years sitting next to me, you don't know how to switch on and off that mode in order to maintain both the good and the bad that the audience wants to see. So there was no hoping that you will fail. Tell the public how many times that we promoted you to do your own show. Tell the public how many times that we pushed your own merchandise, hoping that you would launch off of that. Because yes, you were gaining popularity. Only a fool would not be able to recognize that. But at the time at which you were getting popularity, you were not ready to spin off. So I'm sure as hell not gonna. If I was really nasty, I could have sat up here and said, "Go, let me go, go, let me go," knowing damn well that you weren't ready and you didn't have the confidence, and you would have fell flat on your face. Now that's really diabolical. But I didn't do that to you. You weren't ready. You said you would do it. You said you would do it. And at the times you keep saying you're going to do something, you don't do it. Well, you know what that tells me? Well, I just have to wait for when that person's really ready to do it. Because the worst thing is that to be pushed into something that you're not ready for. Right? But you now, I feel it's like, oh shit, I fucked up to some degree. Because once again, the character that you've chosen is not marketable. There is no growth in that. Yelling out people, cursing out people, talking about all different kinds of ways, having a very um, sexually manipulative commentary or abusive way of speaking about women. You have to be very careful what you say. This demographic of women are 95% women. So when you sit up and say, "Oh, I'll assault you," or "I violated you," and all that other stuff, you're triggering your main audience. Your main audience is not men, right? You're not even aware. So you can sit there, "Oh, I don't have no content. You guys don't have no content." We'll move on, buddy. You're not. To be honest, you're not doing anything spectacular. That is genius. And what really disappoints me is all the different business things that you saw me put out here. You ain't done nothing. You ain't done one. It's different from supplication of subscribers to, oh, give me money, hit the cash app. But all the stuff that I did, you didn't pick up on one. I thought you would at least pick up on the merchandise piece. You could have had a big old shirt with a man with his hand with a red bandana, whatever the hell you wear, and had that made for you, right? It's just like, I mean, how people ODS, YTC, even motherfucking Bertha Mae Jackson, who allegedly is a senior citizen, I don't know the age, got a rap track. Lemon, do you have a rap track? They got intros. You should be the one pulling that off. They got a rap track. And when I heard Bertha, I'm like, oh my God, Bertha May even got one? But you don't have one. See, this is the thing. People here eventually want to see where the money's going to. And some people don't care. Whatever, you can do what you want to do. But if you're going to have sustainability and longevity, what's up, Nessa? Hey, how you doing? Um, you got to have people understand why they giving, right? All the stuff I did from what was it? The forgot it. It was not a reinvention campaign, but the reinvestment campaign, right? Reinvestment campaign, merchandise, competitions, interviews, interviewing real people. Like you got to ask yourself, Lemon, where do you want yourself to go? Where does Lemon want to go? Right? Where does Lemon want to go? Because like I said, your audience is not beef sector. Your audience is a mix of other areas that don't really plan for the trajectory. They plan for the downfall. So where do you want to go, Lemon? That's the question. That's the question you need to ask yourself. Where do I go now? Because what's sad about your stuff, none of it's marketable. Meaning you can't show that to a BET. You can't show that. Did you not know BET canceled the Soul Train Awards and the Hip Hop Awards? That means they're getting away from what may be deemed controversial. You're a very controversial show, but it's not advertiser friendly. Yeah, there's ads on there, but I guess I don't know. I don't watch. I got YouTube Premium, whatever the thing is. But you gotta ask yourself: is your show really advertiser friendly? And then you really need to ask yourself: if your answer is no, how do I make it advertiser friendly? And you gotta understand, I did a rough shift. My shit was mayhem, just like yours. People talking about some crazy ass stuff, bodily fluids, blood, sticking sticks in people's wheelchairs, talking about people who are elderly, talking about they'll run them over, all that. But I'm like, no, no, I'm not part of that. That's not what I want my name, my brand to be. And I switched shit up, and people were mad as hell. Yeah, we switched shit up. But at the end of the day, I could listen. I could listen back at the masterpiece that I created. I got people going over there now. They go listen to videos on Avatar Nation because they enjoyed a show. That's a show. Y'all don't know what a show is. A show is not y'all, but Y'all content creators, Lemon, Jay Wilson, don't know what a show is. A show is forethought. A show is coming prepared to your live, knowing what you're going to do, having video clips ready, having stuff ready to play when certain situations happen. That's a show. Being able to roll off of what the audience says and then have that segue into something else. No, I don't see that. Very few people have the ability to do that. What Urban told me, somebody in the motherfucking Philippines was stealing my shit and making money off of it because it was a show. It was entertaining. So I can't. I'm sorry, I can't give no kudos. I can't give no praise to what you're doing. It's not. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. There will always be a audience for trash, but at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, "Damn, what did I do? Did I use the trash and did I beautify it, or did I allow the trash to become even worse and stank than it was before?" See, I think what I heard from you last night was regret. Regret. You regret how you treated people. You regret how the mess that you got yourself into. You're regretting the people that you now have to deal with to maintain numbers. Anybody can go and pull numbers from all over and bring them together. That's not hard. But it's actually organically growing people, growing your numbers, and having people really enjoy your content. You got people walking away pissed off about the shit you say to them. It should never be what you say to somebody. It should be what somebody said to them. Because you can never control what somebody else is going to say on your panel. But it's always what Lemon cursed me out. Lemon said this. Lemon said that. And I think a lot of that Lemon, that's not a character, Lemon. That's what you're experiencing in real life. Somebody is talking to you like that in real life. And you're portraying that how you're being spoken in real life to those people. Because I don't know anywhere in real world where you hear somebody speaking being spoken to like that. That's some real life hurt coming to art, if you want to call it that. Right? So let's move on to the next part of the situation where you don't know where to go. You finally realize, yeah, I'm the man and on YouTube, but in real life, I suck. Right? That's a hard, tough pill to swallow. Yeah, I got all these people on YouTube that like me, but when I step out in the real world, it don't mean shit. That's the situation. That's the problem. That's the frustration. Because once you hit that end button, the end alive, end stream, yeah, obviously you can still talk to them on the various apps that you have, but in real life, it don't mean shit, right? It don't. You can't put it on the application. You can't go down to the bank. You can't go down to the grocery store and say, "Oh, I'm lemon." No, they'd be like, "Sir, don't you mean you want a lemon in our produce division, our produce aisle?" I'm lemon. I run this sector. Sir, what do you mean by sector? They don't know you, and that sucks, right? Because you can't translate your online, in quotations, success to real life, right? But you can, but you don't know how to. I don't know because you're lazy. I don't know. But that's the frustration, ain't it? Because once again, you chose a character that isn't marketable. Who's going to ever? Our real world that we live in don't respond to that kind of vernacular and stuff that you use, especially towards women. Especially towards women. You know. So I mean, that's what I got. I mean, I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, I'm not jealous of you. You're a rookie. I'm a vet, a seasoned, proven vet that put money in people's hands. Even my nemesis hands have benefited from my presence. How has this area benefited from your presence? Right now, you're just a thumbtack. To be honest, you're just a thumbtack. You're just a thumbtack in a moment in time of the abuse sector. But will they remember Lemon in 2 years? They'll probably remember you, but you won't remember your. I mean, just what contribution have you brought to this area? Just like Jay Speaks. Jay Speaks came from a moment in time that Jay Speaks was a thumbtack. That's what I mean. Jay Speaks was a thumbtack. Came from a moment in time, ran around the area for a couple of months, and gone. You're here, what, 1 year? Okay, congratulations, salutations. Okay, you made it for a year, right? But how many people are you going to go through? How many people are you going to rotate through? I'm just saying, how many people are you going to rotate? Because that's the thing. You're like, oh shit, this, I got to find a new act. I can't keep, I rotate through so many people, right? Now you're trying to figure out what's next, and you don't know what's next, and that's a scary thing, right? You don't know your Joe now that you know people can't trust you. They can't trust your discords. They can't trust your way of promotion. That's a bad business move. That's a very bad business move. Very bad. Because anything that you do in the future that's associated with you, you know people can't trust you. That is going to get out. That you use your people for commentary. That's one of the worst things you could have ever done from a business perspective. Because even if you revamp, they still remember that. Oh no, hell no, I'm not going to limits. No. And you know me, I'm monetizing my shit. you know, you know. You know, you're gonna go through who you can't trust and all that, but at the end of the day, those who last are your most loyal, and those who you want around you. But you're stuck. You're stuck. I do feel you can revamp if you want to go a positive way, but that's gonna be hard because you surround yourself around a lot of negative people who don't want that. You know, because you're gonna what extreme now can you go to? What extreme? Because listen to me, it's gonna have to do. I think about four extremes that want to maintain or help grow. Either you have to start involving your family, some outside people, what you did with Michael Jackson and Eli, some negative stuff with the courts or whatever, and some personal involvement. It's just like you've already ran through your deck of cards with the fake relationships, these women who get in beef with each other. It's what's the next act? Because that's the sad part about with joining up with people who don't really like you. They're trying to control you to some degree, right? Right. And I honestly feel that you would never went to Vegas if talent wasn't involved. If there wasn't a promise or an evaluation for the show, I honestly felt you would never taken your ass out there. For real, for real. But they sold you or whatever they told you for that dream to get you out there. Oh, let me see. There's a potential of us, seeing to see if you can be on the show. Not Sean Bradley show, but to see if there could be something to come to fruition, like a project. That's how I feel. And then the lie that you told, that you got paid. I'm not counting my pockets, but for someone to sit there and say that you got paid a certain amount to go and you did not even get paid, and then to lie and say, "Oh, I bought this with that," like it's just that was weird as hell. That was weird. Let me see what y'all say in the chat because I do appreciate y'all being engaging. Or let me see. What's up, Nessa A? What's up? Detach myself. How you doing? What's up, Philly T? Black Strawberry Apple says Lemon don't have content. He's a mess, making him look ridiculous. Yeah. What's up, Diamond B? What's up, Rennie? How you doing? Good to see you. Shakim, will you allow me to use your cash app? Will you allow me to use your Well, I'm on IG avatar underscore nation. What portion and what you want to use first? What do you want to use first, Shaquille? Um, what's up, Vibrant Law? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. Shakim says, okay, y'all not reading the chat. Let me know if he responds. I responded. Um, Detach Myself says, thanks to everyone that has joined us live. You can be anywhere, but you chose to be here. Thank you to all my wonderful moderators. All right, so now going back to the commentary. So that's how I feel. You know, Lemon, you betrayed me. And I sit back and reflect, and I just like, I'm just, like I said, I'm mystified. And when you left, that's not the same person I knew, but maybe that was you all along, right? Maybe that was you all along. So, and I would have loved to help you out in terms of how to grow your establishment, how to grow what's going on. I would have loved to share some of that with you, and to see you take that to the next level and all that. But I didn't like what I saw. That was not what was over here, and I feel like you betrayed the brand a little bit by not sticking to the whole anonymity part. But that's you. That's whatever decision you want to make. That's your decision. That's. But I'm expressing how I feel. I'm expressing how I feel. Um, but yeah, you done a lot of shit, bro. From the whole thing about he's like, oh, dude was just a play. No, no, no. First of all, it's something called common courtesy. If you have a play running with that fat head, big head buffalo named Brianna, and you're gonna put me in that shit, you let me know about it. Because I'm sure as hell, if I learned about a play that's involving you and I'm in it, I'm gonna let you know about it. But that showed me a lot right there about how you respected me. Like I would never include you in that. You got the 1999 incident. You got the pop shots during your lives. You got you wishing death on me. Like you done a lot of things, bro. Like that can't be overlooked, right? Just because my son can shoot a basketball, I'm not gonna tell him that he's the greatest basketball player in the world that he can make it to the motherfucking NBA. No, my son needs to go through playing through some tough competition. He need to at least put up 30, 10, and 13, have a triple double at some point of his career. You're not going to sit up here and get instant praise. And that's in your part. That's the problem with a lot of these new content creators. They want instant gratification without putting in that sweat equity. And Lemon's the case of that. He went behind the scenes, everybody. He'll tell you. Excuse me. That's why he had an issue with Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson said he didn't watch him and he got hurt. Your brand isn't for everybody. Lemon. Nobody got the time to listen to all that cursing, that vile stuff, to like how you're going to violate women and all the nasty, disgusting, despicable things. Even your imagery. Your imagery is very and highly concerning. Your imagery is never one. Your imagery never changes. And your imagery tells the status of your soul. Straight up, be conscientious, y'all. When you're watching these people live, be conscientious of the imagery that they consistently use. It may be one day they use something that's a little bit off, but be consistent of the imagery that they consistently use. Because obviously that imagery that they use is okay with them, right? It's okay with whatever that imagery portrays. Because what you make a decision for that imagery to represent you. And that imagery that you use, them devil, demon, and lemon heads and all that, that conveys nothing but evil and negativity. And that's the first thing we see. I'm on demon. What is demon time? What does that mean? Now you're a demon? No, not everybody's doing that. Like just no. That's like speaking some. That's like activating some shit. Like no, that's not cool. So I don't know. I mean, I never count nobody out, but you done I don't know, you just pissed off a lot of people. You pissed off a lot of people, you know? That's how I feel about that. Um, and I'm all about loyalty. You know it be from day one. I'm about loyalty. So you definitely violated that in that book of our loyalty. and you want me to always be proud of you and stuff like that. But I always will tell you, there's nothing to be proud of. Well, I mean, what is your platform doing or giving to the real world, right? And I feel like you do have this likable voice or this likable demeanor at times, but then you switch it off in a minute, and it's like, oh, that's who he really is, right? Like, what have you done for your community? Lemon, you can sit up here and do a toy drive. I guess I don't know. Maybe you can't. I don't know. You can sit up here and do stuff that will endear the audience to you. It's about endearment. I understand maybe that's not your show, right? But even Robin Hood gave back, right? What's up, Mr. MJ? Okay, AK, excuse me. So I don't know what else you want me to say. I mean, I don't have any. That's not where my spirit is right now. It's just not. I'm really numb. I'm really not. I don't have no like animosity. And when you came on my platform last night disrespecting me, I was just like, okay, whatever. I really don't have no like. I'm just numb. It's the weirdest thing because I'm usually hot or cold, right? But you got to do so much to push me to go hot. But I'm just numb on you. No matter what you say, I'm just numb. And I guess maybe it's because I know I spent 4 years or 5 years next to you, and maybe my you know my chi or my energy won't go that way. But I'm just numb. It's like I maybe it's just I know I've been in this game, and I know where like it could something's gonna give. I mean, something's gonna give. But the sad part about it is that you really have made like real world enemies who, if they have the opportunity to take you down, like you don't. I don't think you grasp that. I don't think you grasp like how some people you have fucking offended, like for real, for real. Like I just don't. I don't think you understand that. And you know how people are very patient on here to get revenge. Like I even told you, Limit, be careful how you talk to people. Please. You got this persona that with the lethal tongue and all that, but be careful because your tone and your diction comes off a certain way. Like what's her name? Deanna Irvin. She can say things viciously, but it don't come off as spiteful and hateful. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna read you down and I'm gonna use some curse words to do it. But you, it's like you're just venom, hate, and it's just like people get emotions to maybe potentially want to harm you. And I told you, don't stop that. You can't do that. You can't do that. But you know better than I do. So let me see what y'all say in the chat. What's up, overplay for the underplay? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Be set the crisis. Oh, you back again? Oh, listen, be set the crisis. I bought listen because I got on what's her name? I got on Rico. I was mad at me. I'm like, who the hell is this coming in my chat telling me about my sound? I ain't never seen you before. And he's like, fix your mic. And I didn't know who that was because that was Rico on his mashup page. But yeah, I should be having a new microphone, a new headset or whatever coming in. I think it's about time I got another one. So we'll see. I'm kind of excited to see how it will make me sound. But thank you for the compliment because everybody's like, oh, his thick tone, oh, what curl tongue. And I'm like, Brianna, of all people, you ain't got curl. You over there sound like you the female version of Big Papa. Okay? Notorious B.I.G. Every time you come live. I know you ain't gonna talk about nobody's sound quality, okay? We over there thinking that if the damn air conditioner broken the way you breathe. I'm like, girl, what is going on? Girl. Listen, yeah, Bree. Her before you hit the loud, start the music. Okay, start the music instantaneous. Okay, fast, quick with the quickness, please. Because before that, we got a whole introduction of hot breath breathing, And nobody don't want to hear that because that set the tone for your life. We can just see you over there huffing and puffing in the hot air of Florida. Girl, anyway, move right along, but thank you for the compliment. MJ OK says, I'm a she though. Thank you for clarifying your sex, MJ AK. Okay. Woo! Robert Love, oh, she taught MK OK. Open play for other play. I knew that was you the other day, but okay. They engage in a conversation. Oh, that's you, Coolin. What's going on, Coolin? How you doing? Good to see you, girl. You got to come over here incognito. The people don't like me that much. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just joking. Yeah, but people be stealing people's signatures all the time. People be stealing people's signatures. Okay, like that other one. Like what's it called? Lemon thought or not? Is that lemon? Is he a thought or not? So you gotta be careful, you know. Thank you, B Sector. I like you too. I appreciate the kind words. What's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Robert Love says, Sir King, I left Shakim a message for him to reach out using your. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Precious 23 with the long paragraph says, so much respect for you, SK. You are the reason I even started listening late night. I've been around for the Center in the bushes of the clouds since Sean Brady had a show called Guys That Brunch. Damn, that's a long time. That's a long time. Well, you around for licking like a cone, licking like a cone, licking like a cone. Marquita the crosshair diva. Oh Lord. Anyway, no, they took all. Damn, they did. Oh, cool. Then why they took your page, girl? Oh my. Yeah, y'all go subscribe for the to the overplay for the underplay. Ooh, child. Ooh. Okay, and B sector crisis says, and yes, I'm a woman and I like SK period. I appreciate that. Thank you. Um, I try not to turn on people. But sometimes people give you a reason. But thank you for your support. B sector crisis actor. Okay. All right. So that's really what all I got to say about the lemon situation. I don't have no. I mean, I really don't have no animosity towards him. I just don't. I just think that he made some bad decisions, and y'all seeing his true character, and that's it. That is what it is. That's all. Um, and like I say, look at my community wall. I have an ability to see things before they happen. Look at my community wall about Jay Wilson. A month before the situation with Castro and Tommy happened, I said, Jay Wilson, you were antagonist to the situation. What's going to happen if it becomes physical? Right? And here we are a month later. So with him, I just know that things are going to get real when people stop providing money. Right? Tracy's only salary because she's getting paid. Crystal's only dealing with the situations because she's getting paid. You can do a lot with money over here and shutting people up. And then on top of that, he gonna see how people really feel when the money's out. It don't matter who else. We don't even know who else is on the payroll, right? You know, it seems like the stuff that he said. Even I don't know if it was Resto Pesto when he started talking about his wife and what he would do to his wife. I mean, it's just like those kind of things. It's just like leave an indelible mark for people to wait and get revenge on you, like because you're talking about a real life person that means a lot to that person. And they don't forget that. And I just think that he thinks that, oh, it's a character. Everybody's like, fuck your character. You said some real life shit to me. My wife was a part of your play or your production. So don't come at me with that excuse. And that's what a lot of content creators over here don't understand. Y'all talk about people's real life situations and then want to sit up here and say, oh, it's part of my show. If I'm a subscriber, or if I'm a chat person, I'm like, fuck your show. You talked about something that I really went through in my real life. And I think a lot of content creators don't understand that. Like it's just weird to me how they don't understand that, and how like this day and age you could really get touched for saying some shit. That's crazy. Like it's oh Lord. Child, I went to the gym today. I go tell you all the details of the situation. So I walk in the gym, this dude comes up to me, he's like, yo, yeah, one of your boys, they followed him down to the gas station and beat his ass a couple of days ago. And I was like, wait a minute, what? I said, who? And he said, da 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 da. And I was like, huh? So yeah, I know the guy, but I also know the guy runs his mouth. And at a time in which I should have been like, oh shit, what? No way. I should have been on the side of the person that they were talking about that is, a person that I know. I instantly was like, because I know for someone to follow your ass to a gas station to beat your ass after a basketball game or something, that means you had to be running your mouth. And for people to sit there and wait for you, you must have been really doing some jaw jacking. And for it to get back to me, oh, I know you must have really been doing some jaw jacking. And I kept asking the guy, I was like, yo, what? What did he say? What he said? I don't know what he said, but they waited for his ass. And to me, that's scary as hell because that means that it wasn't an on-site situation. They were trying to catch you slipping. They were trying to catch you slipping, and they caught you slipping. So I don't know. Like that's why I tell people be careful what you say. And the only way that situation could have popped off is if somebody had said something else to somebody. Like sometimes you just gotta be silent. Like I told you about that times at the gym. I learned so much situation. I told you about that guy that looked like he was part of the Al Qaeda, and he was talking mad shit. And he called me. I think he called me a pussy or something, right, in front of everybody. And that's challenging your manhood. And I learned so much of that situation. Now, obviously, I was being held back, but I was pissed to the high degree. That's ever first ever in my life that I really wanted to put hands on somebody, and that somebody had ever publicly challenged me. But he was trying to provoke me. And I was like, you know what? I could have fucked up and lost my motherfucking freedom for some Afghanistan motherfucker, provoking a motherfucker. But he probably ain't supposed to be over there with an expired green card. So I was like, damn. So you gotta be careful of your mouth. You gotta be careful. What they say, the tongue, the life or death. So I just share that with some people because it be the tongue that get people in trouble, child. Let me see. Okay, Barbara is talking. Oh, Barbara is talking to overplay for the play. I'm not sure what goes around. What's the yeah? MJAK says he always had the tendency of losing it on your link, but you kept him. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. That's that. That's who. I knew. I knew. Well, this is another thing, MJAK. I knew the YouTube guidelines. And I told you, every time I will allow him to go off, my videos will be yellow. Now, this ain't in the day where submit you wanted to be reviewed. This was the day where you submit that you wanted to be manual review, and it took 3 or 4 days for them to go and do it and then turn it green. People were losing revenue off of that. So that's the stuff I had to deal with. It wasn't so much that I wanted to control him. It was the business end of the situation that YouTube didn't like that. Every time I would do that, every time I would do, YouTube would come back and the video be young. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, damn, all that work. And we were doing 3, 4 hour lives. 3, 4, 5 hour lives, a lot of time to sit up there and don't know if your video will get monetized. You know what I'm saying? So that was the rationale behind that. Now, if YouTube wasn't such a stickler, I would have let him go ham a lot more because I knew there was an audience for that. But that don't have no longevity, especially when you're talking about the evolution of AI and stuff like that, and then picking up on keywords and things like that. It's crazy. So Billy T says, your tongue is your most deadly weapon. For sure it is. For sure it is, And it's kind of sad for the T. I didn't really feel sorry for the guy. I know him, but it's not like I know him like that. But I didn't really feel sorry for the guy. I knew that it must have something he must have said. It wasn't like something he did. It's something he must have said. You gotta be careful. Hey, with these YNs, you gotta be careful what you say. And the motherfucker is kind of a frail guy. So it wasn't like you could throw something too. I'm sure he got some licks. I ain't think he got some licks back because I don't know if he got some licks back. Just he probably protecting his head from getting stomped on. You know what I mean? Like he goes over there and start throwing people. That's why I stay my ass in the jump because you never know when a situation may pop off. That you might have to like lay hands on somebody. Because people are just stupid. But I just share that story to y'all to like people just be careful and it's come on YouTube too. People start talking People do a lot of jaw jacking, and then when they get rolled up on you, be like, "Oh, I was just joking." No, I don't play that shit. I don't. I'm not a person that plays that. I never played that because I feel like for you to formulate those words, there's some intent. There's some real world intent on that. But these dudes play different. So, all right. So I already told you about Lemon chose the wrong character. I see a lot of people who chose the wrong character to enter the game, and that's hampered their growth. Because if you come in on some scamming shit, then that's what that's what your persona is. I think like let's go to Brooke. I think Brooke would never even get a chance over here the way she could or can, because she lied about that baby. Yes, Black Strawberry Album. She lied about that baby. So that's why I tell people like you gotta be careful what you do because the beef sector will never forgive you for that stuff. They will never forget her for running around here lying about that baby. The beef sector care about kids and they care about some other stuff. So that's why I feel she would never get a fair shake over here. It's a couple of other people who committed some egregious sins and stuff like that, but that's the main one that comes to light. Is that you just can't lie about having a baby. And they capitalize off of it. And unfortunately, that's part of her story. That's part of her storyline is that she had a child and lied about it. There's some other people who lied about some illnesses that they have, but they're not over here no more. And they're not around no more. So, they don't get mentioned as much. So MJ AK says true, we never forget, it's all documented. Yeah, and it's all documented mentally. It's all documented mentally. That's why I say you gotta be careful, like what you do and how you say it. You know what I mean? Scamming, scheming, and all that. So, what's up, Urban Critic? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. The last thing I want to talk about is the Timothy Blaine situation. This is not a shot at Timothy Blaine, but I was listening to him. And for y'all in DC, I do feel sorry for y'all. Because y'all got Trump, I guess you could say, taking over the police department or federalizing the Capitol, whatever you want to say, put it under federal patrol or whatever. So and he getting rid of the homeless and tell them they gonna get out of here and all that other stuff. That's kind of scary because we talked about that a little bit the other day about the pretty much the militarization of the local police department. But what I wanted to say with Tim Blaine is like, man, you might need to want to cut down with the rhetoric a little bit because I honestly feel like they're gonna. This is the scary thing, y'all. That's why I don't post nothing negative about Rump and his administration. I don't because you never know when they might incorporate AI to start scanning social media and flagging those who may, be radical or whatever, or be too expressive about their discontent about the president, right? Right. So, um, yeah, you need to watch yourself, Tim Blaine. You need to watch yourself because with the evolution of AI and what you were saying about Rump and how passionate you were, I really think that, in 2 years with this AI and them using it to scan what we say, they're already doing it. But it could turn presidential. It could turn where the president can enact an order for those who are, engaging in harmful speech to the office of the president. They need to be flagged and picked up. So when I was listening to that, that is what came immediately to me about you. That they may pick up Mr. Blaine because he is with much vigor. He is a threat to the well, he's a threat to the OP. He's a threat to the OP. Because it's just your not saying like, you're just very passionate and it was very against the office of the president and what he's doing, which is fine. But the game is changing. The game is changing. A lot of people, they got people in Texas fleeing. Well, I'm gonna say people. They've got people, well, legislators in Texas fleeing on a private jet because they want to change things. So be mindful of that in the words you speak, because I don't want them to pick you up and then throw you in some detention center or send you to over there to Alcatraz because you want to express your point of view. I'm just telling you my concern. It's just a statement of concern. So I just feel you need to just watch what you say because in 2 years, which he still will be in office, he may enact legislation of such. So to shut people up who are descendants of what he's doing. Never did we think that he would put people in a damn, what he doing now, right? So that's all I'm saying. To Blaine. All right, I'll drop my link. Okay, that's all I'm saying because the Constitution is just a piece of paper right now. The Constitution is just a piece of paper right now. They changing it, they ignoring it, they modifying it. Right. So just be careful what y'all saying and how y'all say it because you never know with these audio bots and stuff they got going on. Okay. Hi, Robert. I'm a silent supporter. Always like SK and you as well. I support retardation. Oh Lord. Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta put my banner up. I gotta make sure it's really him. Hold on, y'all. Child. Hold on. Ooh, child. Hold on one second. I gotta find it first. Here we go.
Then you've got to expect it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hello. How can we assist you today?
Sir King, my name is in your title.
Oh Lord, don't tell me you're doing a lemon too, child.
No limit. You said that I have to watch myself.
Yes, you have to watch what you say online, Timothy Blaine.
About what?
I watched your live earlier today, and you were very passionate and inflamed about what the president is doing to the people in DC. And I just have a premonition, a spirit of premonition that he may change certain things to have AI assess what people are saying on social media. And if he deems you a threat, then he can have you picked up and sent you to Alcatraz. So I don't want that to happen to you.
So you think my 1,000 views is going to reach all the way to the White House?
You never know. It's all on AI. It's not about who why. It's about AI. If AI flags you, Timothy Blaine, and you in trouble.
Sir King, God is not giving us the spirit of fear. We don't live in fear. Ain't nobody scared of no goddamn Donald Trump. The last refuge is social media for the people to speak. We are human beings. We are Americans, just like he is. Right? He scared all of the TV stations. He done scared all the lawyers. He done sued everybody.
Exactly.
Got to shut up and everybody. But we don't just bow down and kiss nobody's ass because they instruct us to.
If they're scared, what makes you think that you shouldn't be scared?
I don't live that way, man. I don't live. Listen, I come from a world of killers where I had to deal with people who you should be scared of, and I was not afraid because I'm not going to live my life that way, man. We have to speak up. The people, the last refuge.
So they can pick you up. What you gonna do?
Why are they gonna pick me up, child?
I'm serious because
Donald Trump goes after people who have 3 million views in their half hour, right? Donald Trump goes for people who own multi-billion-dollar corporations. He goes for all of the colleges in America, right? And he takes billions of dollars from them, correct? I don't think I'm in that class. I think we're free to talk about what we want to talk about. You can only talk about Jay Wilson so much.
Well,
we need to talk about what's going on in our world.
But isn't the art, what do they call it? The art, the figurines behind you worth $1 million a piece?
Sir King.
The art, I'm just saying, the artifacts.
Don't live your life afraid. If you have an opinion about what's going on in your country where you live, then voice your opinion. That's why you have a voice.
Okay, then, like I said, why don't people over there ain't scared to voice their opinions too? Cancel the contracts and stuff like that, and careers affected.
Yeah, he's scaring the shit out of you. I think it's working.
I'm not scared. I just be cautious.
I'm just saying, no, be cautious. Cautious hell, honey. That man is scared to piss at you, right?
No, it's just being wise. That's all you just understand.
But I'm just saying, we are not in that class, Sir King. Yes, he's going to come after Gavin Newsom, and they can have their battles over billions and billions of dollars in government money and billions of private money. You can do all that. I don't think we need to be so afraid and so scared that we can't voice our opinion. That's why we have a channel, right? I thought you used to voice an political opinion.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that that person wasn't in office and they aren't using AI like they are now.
So you afraid of him?
Listen, they just Chat GPT charged the government $1 to use Chat GPT. $1.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's scary. They're pretty much saying that
So you just said you're scared. You're scared.
Oh, hell, the personal private information that people who are innocently using Chat GPT for is now the government is able to see.
Yeah, they can see. But what if I said it's so horrible about Donald Trump? Whatever lies told? Okay. No lies told. I'm just telling about what I see, what's going on in this country, honey. Okay. This land is our land. This land is your land. From California to wherever you live in, from the Gulf Stream Island, this land is made for you and me. Oh. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Beyonce says no.
Okay. Well, we're glad you're concerned. I'm sorry to hear that you and Lemon have broken up. It's just like a messy divorce now. I thought you guys were the best of friends. I thought you loved each other. I thought you respected each other's opinions. I thought you had shows together. I thought you agreed with everything. Now what's going on here? Now, I'm not saying the J word. You know what the J word is, right? Not jail. Sir King, can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. I don't know what you referencing to, but some J word.
I didn't say the J word. A lot of people are saying the J word.
Oh, you said Lemon went to jail?
No, it's not jail. Other J word. Jealousy, misery. I'm telling you, can't see behind smile. Sir King, they're suggesting that you are jealous because this was your trainee, this was your subordinate, and he's come and he's done a lot better than you have here on YouTube. I keep trying to tell these people, when people first get on, they have a period, they have a moment, they have their moment, and they're kind of hot, right? Right? And that's what's happening with Lemon now. Lemon was he was your kind of your co-host for what, 5 years, right? And now he's having his moment. He's having his moment. It's not sustainable. It doesn't last forever, but let him have his moment. He's corralled his crowd of people.
I'm letting him have his moment. He come on to me. I don't even watch him, so I'm letting him have his moment, free and clear of my influence and anything.
So there is no jealousy then.
Hell no. How can I be jealous of a rookie? I'm a seasoned vet. He ain't done nothing in the game compared to what I've done. Why should I feel jealous?
That sounds jealous right there, sir.
How does it sound jealous? It's just a reality of the fact. You want me to lie to you?
No, maybe you're different then, because anybody, if they work in a factory and they've been working there for 30 years and they've been breaking their ass for the company for 30 years, and some punk gets out of college and now they got a position better than the one who's been there for 30 years, of course they're jealous of that. They don't like that. It makes them angry.
No, it doesn't. My name is on the Hall of Fame, not his.
Oh, your name is on the Hall of. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know. I didn't realize. Okay.
So when he walks through that Hall of Fame, it would be, YouTube, whatever. My name is up there. I've made a movement. He ain't done nothing to scream and yell at people and say, I'm gonna violate you and all that.
Well, that's what they're doing right now, sir. They're enjoying the yelling and screaming. These are younger people. They like to drink. They like to get drunk, and they like to cuss each other out. Right? I didn't realize that Lemon was this person he's become, but we don't realize who they become until they become it. Right? Right.
I mean, like I said in my commentary, you have to be careful of the character that you choose. I think he chose a character that's not sustainable. So,
really are sustainable. You remember all the money Five Baby used to make?
Well, that's different.
That was her time. I mean, you can't replace it. It is what it is, honey. So anyway, I just came out. I saw my name on there.
Oh Lord.
I don't see you have no big issue with me. So.
No, I don't. But what you think about Jay Wilson? Do you think he should be held responsible for what he did with those two younger men?
Yeah, put his ass in jail. Oh, no. He needs to do some time, honey. He always worry about who going to jail. Yes, when you're instigating people like that, that's why I put him up there as the black demon. You're the black demon. You're standing on the side like He used to accuse Sean Bradley of being that kind of person, right? Where he throws the rocks and hides his hand, throws the rocks. That's what Jay Wilson is doing. He instigated those people on, even after he saw that Tommy was a violent person, Tommy was an alcoholic person, Tommy was a person with mental illness, and he knows that he was focused on that boy Castro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay Wilson's life is not in danger. This dude just drove over to Castro's house. He even said live, whenever I can stomach looking at them for a minute, he said, the more you mess with me, Jay Wilson, Pastor Wilson, Daddy Wilson, I'm going to go take it out on Castro. That's a crazy person. So why are you playing with it?
Yeah.
Let it go. That's the kind of person you hear about in the paper, honey. He done got drunk. He don't know what he's doing. He done hit somebody in the head with a pipe and killed him.
A pipe. Yeah.
No, baby, the thing that you lock your steering wheel with, that's a pipe.
No, that's a wheel. That's what they call a club. Kwani had one of those. Yeah.
It's a piece of metal, correct? If you hit that person in the head, he could have easily hit him in his eye. He wouldn't have known until he sobered up, if he ever sobers up, right? You don't play with it. You don't play with it. You don't play with it. When you saw all that blood on that boy's head, now the reason there was so much blood is because, you know, these wounds, head wounds, they bleed. I got cracked in the head once myself with a beer bottle, and they just gush blood, correct? It's the same thing with big balls in Washington, D.C. They said, well, where are the stab wounds? I see a lot of blood, but I don't see any entry points. No, it doesn't take all that. They busted him in his nose, and his nose just gushed out all that blood all over him. It looked like a goddamn crime scene. Correct? But he should have known, because he jumped on Castro before. Castro don't got to come on here like Mighty Mouse to prove himself and all that shit and get his ass kicked for our entertainment. Everybody's not violent. I mean, preferably, nobody's violent. We don't need people hitting each other with pipes and things. I mean, what was so dangerous about Castro where you need an iron pipe to go beat him in the head with it?
Well, I think it was a play gone wrong. And just walk with me, Mr. Blaine. Just walk with me. Well, I'm going to tell you this. We never actually saw him get hit.
Yes, I did.
No. You thought you did. You never saw him. All you saw was Tommy exit the vehicle with the club. Then you saw an approach, but did you ever see it hit him on the head? No, you didn't.
Oh my God! So you think he didn't hit him in the head?
I don't think. I felt like they did a play. Tommy or whatever Castro got like a little razor, cut himself in the head, start gushing everything, and then that's what I have. I mean, that's my little theory out there.
Is that why they put him in jail?
Because listen. The police don't care if it's a play or not. What they got is people calling, saying, "Oh my God, this man just got hit in the head." All that stuff, calling the local police. Ask yourself, why did Castro not go down there and press charges? Why did Castro not fully go through to the hospital? He says he went through there, but he never got medical care. Look at Castro's reaction.
That's not unusual. It's very hard. Most men don't want to go to the hospital, honey. We want to avoid the hospital like the plague. Who wants to go and sit down there? Wait a minute. Who wants to go down there and sit down in the emergency room for 5 and 6 hours, child, just so they can put in your head? People resist, but my own experience, I say you should get it checked out, because you could have a concussion, you could have a brain bleed.
Okay, so Timothy, but you said that somebody hit your big ass head with a Heineken bottle, right? So when you got hit, you just said, "Oh my God, my face." You didn't say nothing like that, right? So, "Oh shit, what the hell?" Right? It was a more sense of urgency, correct?
I went to my friend's house and had him call the ambulance, and they took me to the emergency room.
Exactly.
I didn't have no choice. But that was a whole different. That was a whole lot of in that Sir King. Yeah, that's what I did. But if I had a few drinks in me, it's a very good chance that I wouldn't want to go to the hospital. That's the way it is. I mean, people that I don't be bothered with that unless they feel like it's something, because they know that it's a little spot there, right? We see a crime scene. We see blood all over his face, blood ripped down on his body, and all that kind of stuff, right? So the person many times was not think it's all that serious, honey. Particularly if they want to stay out and keep drinking. Who wants to take all of a sudden just go sit in the goddamn emergency room?
Life or death. You want to live or you want to die? You know,
or you whatever. You don't know, Sir King, what you're going to do until it happens to you. When it happens to you, then you can decide. Everybody needs to go to the hospital when they get busted in the head. But
no. I think you're missing a key point, and I don't mean to cut you off. A couple of hours, Mr. Blaine. Now you're going to tell me that you would never do this. A couple of hours after that situation happened, he was on another platform, content or YouTube Live named Shamar, telling how much he wanted that man and how much he wanted to ruin that man's celibacy journey. So, yeah,
You want to do what?
Ruin his celibacy journey.
Celibacy journey.
So the man is currently trying to be celibate, and Joshua said, "Oh, I will, interrupt that." So he's coming on to another man. He just got bopped in the head. That's it.
Why are y'all following that bullshit so much?
Just key about behavior. Look at behavior.
Sir King, are you a straight man?
Oh, yes, I am. I got a plethora of women.
Oh, you a plethora? Oh, excuse me. Oh, player. Oh, it ain't nothing but a gangster ball. It ain't nothing but, baby, this a gangster ball. It ain't nothing but party, doon, doon. I didn't know you was a player.
I'm not a player. I'm just women are attracted to.
You got a plethora of women. Jesus.
Oh, you got a plethora.
Anyway, why are y'all so interested in these boys and they're selling?
Not that.
Oh, that was her. I don't know why y'all give a fuck about people in their shit. I don't know.
We just looking at the history. That's all. We just looking at
other man's dick. Period.
We just looking at that's unnatural. That's not consistent behavior of someone who's hurt.
Yes, sure. That's what he does. That's what he does. You just learn something else about how people are.
Oh, get busted on the head, got a wound on the head, and they on here looking for
Well, y'all just talking. This is just beef sector shit, honey. Y'all just like to talk.
No, this is not beef. This is
y'all look good. If he had a concussion, he would have fell out by now.
He did, but it was a mini one. He fell out for a minute.
Y'all just talking shit. Leave that boy alone, child.
No, this is a real
listen, it's not a good look for straight men to be worried about men's booty holes and things, child.
I didn't say nothing about a boo-boo towel, did I? No.
Y'all worry about their booty hole, who's on top, who's on bottom, all that old shit.
Did you hear me say that? No, I didn't say nothing about that. I just said that he was trying to pursue somebody.
You remember when people thought you was in love with Lemon?
No.
Do you remember that?
No.
I did 5 or 6 videos about it myself.
Because you probably wanted us to be in love.
No, but we didn't know. We thought you was in love with Lemon, But would that be our business if you were? No, maybe you just have like what you call that, buddy love, like they do in the Western movies. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Men have these buddy affairs. That kind of, it's not sexual. I forget what it's called.
Platonic.
Well, it's platonic, but there's a word for that. A man. Whatever the fuck.
Oh, she put a bromance.
Bromance. Yeah, you had a bromance. Thank you. 4 people.
No, it was a business partnership.
It seemed like a little more than that. Was he getting paid?
Oh, did I ever say I love him or something like that? What are you talking about?
But it seemed like it, Sir King.
How did it seem like it?
It just seemed like you were very, because first of all, Lemon used to put that arm. Remember, he put the fucking arm up. He had that big muscle arm, girl. And we never saw him. But we said you talk about a whole lot of Lemon, honey. Right. So
you mean the bat wing?
That wasn't no bat wing. That was an arm.
That was a bat wing.
We thought that you were obsessed with that young man. Mm-hmm. It didn't mean anything to you because it wasn't true, right?
Right. Y'all going on stuff that wasn't the good. Did I ever like?
But see, it's the same thing though. When people start interjecting themselves in other people's relationships, Sir King. We don't know nothing about nobody's asshole, who shit on towels and all that kind of stuff, y'all.
Well, Jay Wilson does. That's one.
Well, he got Arrested Development. Jay Wilson is he's like a man child, right? If you 60, you almost 60 years old, and you're still talking about, look at my teeth, look at your teeth, you're missing the teeth. Let me see your teeth. Let me see. All that old bullshit, child, and you damn near 60 years old, you have not matured at all. You're still talking about you went to college. Well, nigga, damn, what was that, 30 years ago? That's Arrested Development. Nothing ever happened after that, girl. You're still stuck there.
He is excited about that homecoming. I'm like, ain't that something that, like...
That's the only thing, that was the high point of his life. Nothing happened after that. Goddamn, with 1 degree, you should be able to have a career at least. with one. You claim you got 5 and 6 of them, and nothing happened. I think I was talking about him yesterday, and I said he can't fly any higher than the chicken. You've ever seen a chicken try to fly?
Mm-hmm.
They can't get off the ground, right? You're supposed to soar like an eagle after you finish your education. You still talking about I went to college. I know they jealous because I went to college. I went to college. Girl, that was the argument of 20-year-olds. That's what 20-year-olds are still obsessed with because they're just getting out of it.
Well, I'm really concerned for him because he's on the verge of having high blood pressure because he over there eating every time he get a break. He eating fast food. Last night was Chick-fil-A. What was it? Panda Express. Today at lunch is Chick-fil-A smacking in our ear. I'm like, my goodness.
Every time he's on, he's eating.
I know.
He's the one that says he has an eating disorder. Well, eating disorder, that came from a psychiatrist. Somebody has to tell you, anytime you have to have psychiatric help for your eating disorder. He's got to eat. So he's probably a fat pig again, right? Mm-hmm. He hides behind the avatar. He used to terrorize you for being behind the avatar. Now he adopts the avatar.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying, he can't go nowhere without recording a video. You got videos going to work, videos coming from work, videos on the job, videos on your break, child. That's a broke ass nigga. Right? Who wants a life like he thinks somebody wants? Oh, they want this. They want all this. I gotta hate you. You got a house, nigga. You are 30 years older than these people. Why are you comparing yourself to these goddamn 20-year-old dropouts? It's a goddamn shame. Grown ass man. So, do you hear his commentary? It's like a child. Yeah. He's got arrested. That's why he's attracted to people who he feels have mental illness.
I got 2 calls.
You got huh?
I got 2 calls. I got 2 calls. Right.
He took that goddamn stinking Lincoln down there, and they wouldn't give him nothing for it. That's what the problem was, child. They said they give you I give you $500 for the car. He'd already put $1,200 in the damn tires, so that's the only reason he didn't trade that goddamn stinking Lincoln in. Correct? He bought the Volvo because the people at Uber said, if you're going to call yourself a luxury vehicle, we can't send this to the airport because businessmen are not going to ride in your jalopy. You need a newer car. And that's the only reason you got a newer car. But why are you bragging about what the fuck you got? You're the one paying the bills, bitch. Not me. We not paying the bills. So
what the hell is a jalopy? What's a jalopy?
A jalopy, a piece of shit. Oh. An old car, old vehicle.
I was like a chalupa. I was like, is that what he eating? A chalupa? He's a jalopy. Okay.
Brag about just standard ass shit. All these women on here that's raising children, they all live in a house. The majority of them live in a house. It ain't all that big deal. This nigga been talking about his house for 6 years. Oh, I got this hell. Oh, they don't have a hell. Oh, you renting. Oh, you like a child. Why would we care about that kind of stuff? You should be hanging out with other people. Got a hell. Leave Pastor alone. He is not living in a car like people on here. He's not living in the car. Basically, he is living in the car. Every time he come on, he's in the car, right? He's in the car, working day and night to try to hold on to a stupid ass house, a family house in the suburbs of San Antonio. If you go knock on all the doors in the neighborhood, with the exception of retirees, you're going to find that all those people, what they got in common? They are raising families. That's why they have a house, correct? When a man loves a woman, guess what they do? As soon as they get married, what's the first thing they do? They go buy a house. Why? Because they're going to raise a family. This nigga is working 5 and 6 jobs, girl, plus on YouTube all day, all to have a house that he doesn't need. He probably don't even go upstairs. What would he go up there for? He got a bedroom right next to the kitchen, back and forth to the refrigerator, Then he get in the car and he's munching and crunching. He done brought a bag of food in the goddamn car.
Wait a minute, hold on. Binary says, I just heard someone say that Jay Wilson lost his job. I don't believe that.
You don't believe it? He's always lost his job. That ain't nothing new. You don't believe that, child? That boy, Jay Wilson works for a temporary agency. Right? The white woman told us he does not work here. We occasionally employ a temporary agency. After he had been on here telling us that he was a goddamn he was a chaplain and he had made $60,000 a year. He made $80,000 a year to start, and I got a $60,000 raise. And he's been getting fired since he's been on here. Why is he getting fired? Because they don't want him. He don't work there. He works for a temp agency. And every little dime he can get in between. He's on here 6 hours a day. I mean, how many days are there how many hours are there in a day?
24.
Bragging rights for a house nobody ever sees. He got his daddy living in some damn shack in goddamn Ohio, some fucking where. You got this big empty house, nobody in it. Why don't you help your daddy out? You look, I raised by my mom and dad. My dad told me your daddy taught you shit.
Oh, Lord.
Your dad was raising 11 people in a goddamn tin can. Correct? But if you love him so much and you don't have no mama no more, go down there and rescue your daddy, right? Your daddy in the house by himself. He ain't got no friends. He got 9 kids and he in the house by himself. Go do that. Since you have a house anyway, I mean, you might as well do something with it. How come I can't see your chat? Start the.
You can see it. Hold on.
I can't see your chat.
Let me see. I had to turn it off for what's his name? Rico. For Rico.
I just saw Rico pop up, didn't he? How you doing, Rico? I like Rico. So, what else is going on? That's it.
We as straight people are worried why this man is infatuated with a Dookie Town. Can you ask him?
Well, I guess it's sort of natural. When I was in prison, there were I hung out with the gay boys, right? But the straight men, these are straight men, these are hard men, right? It was almost like a TV show. They always wanted to know who was zooming who. And they were always talking about the relationship between the queen, the homosexuals, honey. They were always concerned, oh, she raided him last night. I said, why do these niggas care about these bitches, girl? Right? It was entertainment for them. So I guess I can understand it, honey. You can still be entertained by it. We entertained by y'all's relationships, right? We watch The Real Housewives and all that kind of shit.
I guess so.
But I ain't got no interest in nobody else's dick. Although I did take offense that Jay Wilson's was so small. Right?
Why you wanted to get with him?
No. I was identifying the characteristics because when I first heard him talk, I said, that's a person with a little dick. He's got that small dick energy. Right? Some people have that when they're real short. You see men that are real short, and they'll have that big man energy. He got that little dick energy.
Really?
He constantly has to prove himself. He has to overcome. He's constantly have to compensate. Right? I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's awful. I guess he finally bumped into Mark, somebody who would tolerate it or at least not laugh about it. Jay Wilson has been a lot of his time being laughed at, right? So that's why he come on here with the chickens, right? And he want to go over here and be Big Daddy on the chicken farm. Never soaring.
Well, he got people calling him Dada. Tommy said that's his Dada. It's you two Dada.
Well, that won't last but a minute. Oh, I turned the comments on. Okay,
I'll turn them on for you. So,
okay. Mr. Tim, did you lose some weight? Yeah, I lost about 50 pounds on Ozempic. Check out that Ozempic, people. Oh, they got my name in there. What's their questions? All up in your chat and stuff, man. I just thought I'd drop by. Every time I put my name in there, usually some negative shit. I got coming to read these hoes, honey. So it's nice. I ain't got to go.
Oh, let me ask you this. So you've been seeing them autonomous cars rolling through?
So who?
The autonomous cars rolling through?
Oh, they all over my neighborhood.
Really?
This is where they test them at. Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Look at you.
They're all over San Francisco, but they're particular here. Hi, Castro. How you doing, brother? Okay, still talking about me, huh? It'll pass. Let the story pass.
Busy.
But I'm glad you're away from that person, Castro. Everybody don't got to be Superman, honey. You ain't got to prove shit. because shit will escalate and you will have to pop a cap in a motherfucker and end up fucking up your life, right? Behind somebody else. Really, believe me, if you had a pistol in your pocket, somebody just hit you in the head with a pipe, honey, that you're taking them out. So it could fuck up everything. Leave him alone. Beesh, not little dick energy. He does have little dick energy. Child, anybody got to come in there and brag about the most mundane shit. So what, you got a mortgage, nigga? I bet you that damn mortgage ain't no more expensive than this apartment. It ain't like it's all that, Jay Wilson, right? But it comes down to one thing. It comes down to you were raised in a dilapidated trailer with 11 people, and you are scarred. You're a damaged person, right? And you think that having a house, this is something you're obsessed about your entire life. You think everybody wants that. Everybody in the world wants to live in the suburbs, out there in the middle of nowhere, child, just to live in a house. A house. I can't imagine why I would need 3 bedrooms upstairs. What would I do with that?
Well, that was part of the Airbnb operations that closed.
He ain't had no damn Airbnb. He had 3 customers, honey. How long did that business last? Child, he wasn't in there because he lived in that goddamn trailer. That's the bottom line with that. Right.
Well, he says that he and Mark are not going to get a house together.
He said he's going to get a house together now?
Yeah, he and Mark.
But why don't he move in? Why don't Mark move in with him then?
I don't know.
Somebody come out, they in love with me, nigga. You better live with me. Shit, I'm not having no damn distant lovers. Distant lover. Ooh, lover. No, ain't no distant lover my ass. If you've been living with you've been claiming somebody as your boyfriend, your lover. I got somebody. Girl, that somebody obviously does not want to be with you. Oh, he got his own hell. He got his own nigga. You don't never heard of renting a house out. If you're in love with somebody, you want to be together. That's the whole point of being in a relationship. You ain't got no goddamn relationship. You got a girlfriend.
Well, I have to be fair. He said that Mark's job is way out, and it would be too much for him.
So you mind that bullshit?
I gotta be fair. Be fair. That's what he's saying. So.
Marky has to child. He goes to the amusement park with that food twice a month. They got season passes. That's your relationship, really?
Somebody got a question.
I'm over there with Boo. I don't tell my business. Yeah, you over there with Boo, right? You're gonna get a nice check this month, right? We gotta know how much money you making. You it's gonna be a nice check. Why wouldn't it be a nice check if you're on here 5 times a day, 7 days a week? I think I've worked it out before. That's 140 videos a month, child. And why would you get a check from that? Oh, I'm getting good money. Nobody brags about AdSense. AdSense ain't shit. On this level, when you only getting like 1,000 views and all that kind of 1,000, 2,000 views per video, AdSense ain't shit. It ain't worth mentioning.
I agree.
She always got to mention, I'm here for the money. I'm getting all this money. All you got to do is go to the analytics and you'll see how much money he gets from these damn videos, right? The only money he ever gets on YouTube is from ads. Huh?
He says it's lucrative.
With 5 degrees? God damn. What does he tell the people when he goes to the alumni? Because he always has to go to the green and gold. He ain't even interested in sports. Green and gold. He wants to be, he's stuck, honey. He got Arrested Development. But I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute. You went and got 5 degrees, nigga, and you think making $11 and $12 per some goddamn hollering screaming for an hour, you think that's got it going on and you making all this good money and it's very lucrative? You've been saying that lucrative shit's been on here. You can barely get over 1,000 views for your damn stupid ass videos, girl. That don't amount to shit. He kind of go, Don Lemon's on YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube. They're on YouTube with 1 and 2 million views per video. So yes, they make a living. 1 and 2 million videos. You can barely break 1,000. Jay Williamson.
Well, somebody has a question for you. They said SK asked him if he is taking a ride in a driver's car and if he would trust it.
I have not done it, but yeah, I would trust it. I see them. I mean, they're all over this neighborhood. So in the mornings, particularly in the mornings, but they're all over San Francisco. They had a few incidents where the thing has gotten confused. For a while, these teenagers were putting cones on the top of it, and that confused it. But no, I've come to crosswalks. I walk my dog every day, and they come right up to the crosswalk, stop. If they got to back up, they back up. They have sensors and all that. It's an amazing thing to watch, actually. That's the future, honey.
Sadly.
I mean, we have I got to see at least 10 when I go out in the morning. 10 to 20.
Are you at a start point or something?
Yeah, they test them out here. No, I live on a busy corner in San Francisco. But they test them out in this town, though. It's one of the first places.
Right.
Because technology is here.
What's up, lovely one? How you doing?
They're going to be everywhere.
Sally O'Malley has a question. Sally O'Malley, what's your question? Oh, Esther King, please ask Tim Blaine, why is he always breaking out when he explained about this?
I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I am gay. That's why, honey. That's why, Sally. Don't let people take your song out of your heart, child.
Well, do you think you were better singer than Jay Wilson?
Anybody's better singing than Jay Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Remember, he came on here saying he was a singer.
Really?
Bitch, we found out, girl, he ain't no goddamn singer. He is a paid musician. He's paid to play the organ for Sunday for 2 hours, however long he's in there. When he sings, he's singing with the whole congregation, which the congregation ain't that big. I'm very familiar with that church, right? And we've seen pictures of the church. It's a small situation there. He come on talking about he's some guy named singer. I said, well, girl, why didn't you make a record or something? Since you have your house on your mortgage, right? That's where you do all your rehearsals and all that. Why don't you record something then? Because you can't sing. He don't sing no better than me. Baby, I know I am not a delusional person. I know good and goddamn well I'll never be paid to sing shit. I know I can't sing. I'm just remembering songs, honey. When you go to church, do you sing in church? It ain't because you think you know goddamn singer. He tried to claim that he was a singer. He's not a singer. He's a musician, and a pretty bad musician, right? One time he brought that damn keyboard onto YouTube, and I heard those horrible sounds he made. I said, oh my God.
That was terrible.
People money for that. But of course, he has to get any money he can get from anywhere, child. And they never call him back. That's why he goes to different churches, because after they've experienced him, they don't want him no more.
Ooh. Boy, so he sounds better than DKL. Wow.
Well, TJ, well, that's the master of they do all that falsetto stuff and stuff. But Jay Wilson, he ain't no shit. Jay Wilson ain't shit, honey.
Ooh, child.
Don't be all that shit. But you a decorator. You a decorator. Oh, where your portfolio? Miss Thing, don't worry about what the fuck I do. Don't worry about what I'm good at, Miss Thing. Right? Oh, you writing them books? Are you insecure? You writing them? Well, I like to write books, nigga. Why is that a problem for you, girl? Right? What do you do? The way you came on Jay Wilson, that was disgraceful. Wiley got a car, right? Wiley was working at the old folks' homes, and he needed a car to go back and forth to work, right? And so he appealed to his subscribers, and they enabled him to get a car, right? Jay Wilson talked about that, and then a week later, all of a sudden, he's writing a book, and he needs your support. And he needs to pay for I ain't gonna have no editor like Timothy Blaine. I want the best editor. When the book came out, child, it was obvious that he hired no editor for that bullshit. He had 26 errors in the first paragraph. Now that's pretty bad. It's hard to get that many errors in one paragraph. That means no editor looked at that goddamn thing. He clipped those people for their money. He clipped them for their money, right? And then he charged them for the goddamn book. And then when they got the book was a pamphlet. It was a pamphlet, something you could do in 2 weeks.
So why did he throw Vivian under the bus and say she edited it?
She probably did. Surprise me, honey. I know he ain't getting nobody no money for that shit. Right? So he's not a writer. He's not a singer. He's not a shit. He's a cab driver.
Ooh.
And it's just pitiful. It's beautiful. There's no way if I were him, I'd be out here telling people that I got all this education, I got all these degrees. But obviously that I'm an idiot. Don't act like an idiot. If you want to be a serious person, you want to be taken seriously, honey. Then you need to soar with the other eagles, not be down here with the chickens.
That's crazy.
It's all crazy, baby. Well, damn, share what you.
Pop says allegedly he has lost that gig at the church per Reed and QB. Hey SK, does Mr. Tim think it's grooming that Jay Wilson does with the young gay guys?
It's jealousy of what he does with the young gay guys. He's always in their draws. They don't want him. He's a wrinkly old man. Very jealous. When you're young, honey, it ain't no big deal to have a boyfriend or to date this person, date that person, you know, talk to people. Daddy. Oh, I ain't no friends on YouTube. I ain't no friends. Nigga, you have no friends on YouTube because you're an old, wrinkly ass old man, honey. Nobody wants you. He is so jealous. People are attracted to each other. Anytime he see or any of them say anything cute to each other, he got his ass all in the middle of it, right? Jay Wilson, you had your chance. You had your chance to have a gay life. You chose to hide out and pretend to be straight, girl. That was your choice. You blew it. But it's over. It's done. You one of the old ass queens coming out in your 50s, girl, and think somebody want to look at you. Right? So he's just jealous of young people. Jay Wilson jealous of everything. How in the fuck you gonna be jealous of somebody on SSI? I mean, it don't make no damn sense, honey. Ooh, you getting them service here. Ooh, you get. Oh, I'm working. Ooh, you get. Why you worry about what somebody else gets, girl? That's crazy. You're jealous. You're jealous of everything. You don't have to have no great big old thing to be jealous of, honey. You can be, if you're a jealous person, then you're jealous of everything. Right? I'm just saying. Anyway, dude, I just came on here.
I got one more question. Do you think that when Lyric hit Jay Wilson, it was a love tap or a frustration slap?
No, it was a check. He chin checked him. He checked because that paw went straight across the face. And I believe that I caught in the spirit. I saw the taste leave his mouth, honey. Oh, stop it, Larry. He just playing. Right? I can imagine that nigga when he move in with Mark Child. He don't know what kind of person Mark is. You don't know about shit until you live with the person, right? Mark might get enough of your bullshit and knock the hell out your punk ass. You be just like you did with the Lyric. Oh, stop it, Larry. Oh, stop it. He just playing. Stop it, Larry. Stop it, Larry. He got Lyric. Lyric was the security dog, right? He was who that thing? What's that woman name? Flyucci. To get a gun because he was so scared that all these people gonna kick his ass, right? She said, get yourself a gun. He's scared of guns because you know they're taking pistol whip his ass. So he go out and get this mangy ass dog. I shouldn't talk about the dogs. I like dogs. He go out and get this damn dog. He was trying to hold on to Mark. He was just trying to hold on to his love, to his life. So now he co-parented the dog. He said, oh, the dog's over his daddy's house. The dog's over his dad. That would mean that you are the woman then, right, Jay Wilson? Yep. If he's over his daddy's house, who you're the mama then?
Well, you know, Heidi got something she want to say to y'all.
Hello, bitch, come on. We're about to go suck dick.
She got to go suck her a dick. Lord have mercy. The straight man is wondering why you have something like that on your page. That's another thing.
Well, that's free advertisement, Mr. Blaine. You free advertisement. She doesn't pay for that. She doesn't have to pay for that. That's free advertisement.
Right. They think that you have a thing about these unattractive drag queens, honey, because you have a lot of them on your page.
Oh, so you calling Heidi a drag queen?
Who? That was Heidi?
That was...
Hush your mouth, child. Was that Miss Heidi? That's what Miss Heidi.
Heidi looking like...
She said she retired, honey.
Retired for what? Retired for what?
Selling puss. I went with her. Let me stop. That's just the salt and sugar. Y'all have a wonderful day. Nice talking to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
things to do, baby.
All right. Oh Lord. I don't think that would. Oh, child, wait, but maybe she retired from making music. I don't know. Woo! Child, we'll be right back. Y'all, if y'all been thoroughly entertained, feel free to send the Justin Doll sign, Circling Crown. We gotta go to commercial break real quick, y'all. Hold on one second, child. Here we go.
Bam, bam, bam. I don't know what she was thinking. I know what I want to see. Bust that pussy.
Damn, what the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all supposed to be watching her motherfucking dance moves, not me. Shit.
Child, that's Brianna, y'all. That's Brianna when she was. Then they had them 8 kids that started a football team. Woo, Lord. Yes, thank you for gracing the panel, Tim Blaine. You see what happened, Lemon, when you put people's name in the title? You see what happened when you put people's name in the title? They may actually just show up. I got them out of the body. What are you? Y'all, people weird. Like, I got them out of the. What kind of titles you got them out of the body? You're like, what? Is this the Holy Ghost or something? I got them out of the body. So you put people's name in the title, they may pop up and grace your platform. Oh, Yvonne, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind gesture. Thank you. You know, for those who give, we do celebrate. So thank you so much for your gesture. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Somebody ought to praise him in here.
We got the stuttering tongue lady named Pizarro. What is that thumbnail? Is that some feet? What the hell is that? What is that? What is that thumbnail? Oh, that's like somebody under a stall. Charles, I told you, y'all don't even know Pizarro black. That's a damn shame. Y'all don't even know. Y'all know my ass is black. Y'all don't know Pizarro black. Pizarro may be a black woman that perfected the accent of a black person. You know, Pizarro may sit here and be a whole Amish lady. But y'all know she ain't showed an arm or nothing. At least Nina Gogli showed something. We ain't never seen nothing from Pizarro. Nothing. Pizarro, what you ever have you shown to let us know that you black? And it's racist to say that you sound black. It's racist to say that you sound black. You ain't shown not a damn thing at all. I'm just saying. I don't know. Child. All right. That's Sour. Oh, that's Sour Patch leg. Damn. How they get the lady legs like that? Hold on. What? Them legs do look sour though. What in the hell? She look like she under a star. What is that? Oh, she got some oompa. And what is? Wait, she got shoes on. Y'all got me having lift up my lap, girl. What kind of shoes is? Where are you? That's some oompa loompa legs. Some legs that from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Sour Patch. You need to go do some. You need to do what they call it. Take at the damn gym. Not Thigh Master, but the other one. Some leg press. You need to go do some leg press on Sour Patch. Some legs are sour. They look all lumpy and shit. Those sneakers. But you need to go sneak and get some on. That's what you need to go do. Because those sneakers will run down. Anyway, what I see worse, Sour Patch, I really can't go for your legs. Because I seen some, Lord, we seen some legs around here that just look ugly. Anyway. Oh, let me see. Cold, hell no, I ain't white. I got that magic skin. All right, because no fucking level of blackness. Okay. Cold, if Pizza white, she deserved to be black. Child, they asked. Yes, by now we would have all been duped, and then Pizarro ass would have been ran out the motherfucking sector. That would be crazy if Pizarro turns out to be a whole. I'm serious. That would have been crazy as hell. And we would be looking at Bree like, huh? Oh, really? Really, Bree? Well, Bree did say she like to spread it. What's that? Tell a lie and spread it. Anyway, anybody else? Anything else? I think we've been live for an hour and 35 minutes. Is there anybody else that want to hit the link and tell us what they think? Code, are you coming back? Are you coming into the sector? What's going on? You reemerged. Well, yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I think we interesting live. Was able to talk to Tim Blaine. I tried to warn him of AI. Other than that, that's about it. Feel free to hit the link and tell us what you think. I don't know anything else, to be honest. I just hope that situation last night, if you missed last night live, we had ZT come up, Mama D come up. I just hope, that works out best. That's all I can really say. So that's all. That's all I can say. But we shall see. We shall see. Thank you to Tap. All right. Nobody hit the link, so that's cool. Y'all been fairly entertaining. We'll see what else with the rest of the night holds. I will talk to y'all soon. And remember that you be the change y'all want to see in the world. Stay abreast of what's going on. Enjoy y'all freedom. I think a lot of y'all take y'all freedom for granted. Because with this person in the office, we never know what we can and cannot do in the future. Our military, what do you call it, militarization of your police, or replacing your police with government agency is a scary thing. So if you live in the DC area, stay your ass inside. Okay. Oh Lord, Lady Nika back, y'all. Y'all go run over there. Maybe Lady Nika put ass of Pizarro is white. I don't know. All right. Essay. What about UFOs on 1019? I don't know, but it's interesting you say that because I was thinking about what happened to all that drone stuff that we were hearing about. Not a damn thing. We ain't heard nothing about some drones that were popping up in DC and all them areas, and I thought that's quite suspicious. We ain't heard nothing. So, but 1029, 2005, I don't know. We have to see. We have to see. But with that being said, I'll see y'all later. Thank you down there for the compliment. I appreciate it. Thank you as well. What's not misunderstood? That was crazy what Lemon said about you, about your tatas. But whatever. Oh, sorry. I just was listening to Nessa's live, and she was playing that part about what he said. But if you got him, flaunt him. But good continued luck with your journey. All right, in all seriousness. With that being said, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. I don't know what. I don't think SK is jealous of everything. I'm not jealous. I mean, how can I be jealous? Like I understand what people like. Have I ever? Do you see me sit on this panel? I don't understand the rationale. Like, if he's 3 years in the game and it just overtakes everything that I've done, okay, you can say that I'm jealous, but I'm not like you can't compare what I've done to what he's done. You just can't. You just can't. And it's something about respect. Respect where you came from. Respect where you started. Respect for those whose path you're somewhat on, and you're still using that to get and maintain what you got today. You know what I'm saying? So, but people will say what they want to say. I've never came out here and say I don't think came out angrily and crap on him, but I can't do my critique, and everybody's doing the same critique that I do. I'm not going to give false praise. That is something I will not do. I will not do because if I give false praise, that's only encouraging what I don't like to continue. So no, I'm not jealous at all. Like, I'm not. And you can look at it. I know what is to come. I know how long he can continue to do that, and that's not very long. You can't keep cursing out people that genuinely support you. You just can't. It's like Chris Brown at a concert. So everybody, fuck you. How many people gonna stay around at the concert and continue to stay there and hear that him berate them? Not very long. So that's the best analogy I can give you, right? And if I was encouraging him doing those kind of tirades, then you really have to look at me as a dangerous person who will sit up there and promote someone that's doing that because I'm trying to encourage his downfall. Right? And if I wanted to be a very nasty person, I could do that, but I'm not. All right, y'all take care. Have a good one. What's up, Michi Black? How you doing? I'm here. Okay, she's talking to me. All right, see y'all later. Take care. You said the weather has changed since the drone. Maybe they were cleaning up the environment. Who knows? I don't know. All right, y'all. I know it's hotter than usual, though. Damn. But anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all take care. Bye. See y'all later. You try. Bye, y'all.